Hey everybody, welcome to an online digital distance learning Braille writing letter practice and review. This is number 3 in our series, and this particular video covers 11 letters, so it's going to be a little bit longer than video 1 and 2. This is probably intended for students who are close to mastering the alphabet. I'll probably break this video down into 2 shorter videos for people who need to review them in smaller chunks. So if you're one of my students, please make sure you have your name and the date on your paper when you start this practice. If you're not one of my students, just make sure you have a piece of paper in your brailler. You're welcome to write your name and your date if you'd like. If you need time to get set up, go ahead and press pause and then come back and press play whenever you're ready. This video is going to practice the letters B, Q, V, T, Z, X, P, J, F, I, and W. Just in case anyone was wondering, these videos are really for students who've already learned these letters. I'm going to do some instructional videos later, letter by letter, to support my students and to support others who are just practicing and learning new letters. But here we go. The first letter we're going to practice in this video is the letter B. B is written with dots 1 and 2, so you'll use your pointer finger and your middle finger on your left hand to make a B. Go ahead and press B and then do 2 spaces. At any point in time in this video, if your brailler dings and it means you're at the end of your line, please go down to the next line and slide your carriage back to make sure that you're at the beginning of the next line to continue writing. Since everyone might be using different size paper, I'm not going to tell you when you should be moving to the next line. So we have written B and done 1 or 2 spaces. Next is letter Q. It's one of my personal favorite letters because you use dots 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're going to use your pointer, middle, and ring on your left hand, and your pointer and your middle on your right hand for dots 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Once you're done Q, go ahead and press space 1 or 2 times. Next up is the letter V. In previous videos, you heard me mention my little saying for letters that have dots 1, 2, 3, and one other letter or one other dot. So we're going to do, if you've got 1, 2, and 3, so pointer, middle, ring on your left hand, it's going to be dot 4 for P, dot 5 for R, or dot 6 for V. So if you've got 1, 2, 3, it's P or R or V. You should have pointer, middle, ring on your left hand, and ring on dot 6 for V. 1, 2, 3, and 6. Press a V and then do 1 or 2 spaces. Next is the letter T. T is dots 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're going to use your middle and your ring on your left hand and your pointer and your ring on your right hand. This is one of those letters where, as a vision teacher, I am a stickler. Please make sure you're using the correct dots, your correct fingers on the correct dots for the letter T, and you're not making any bad habits here. It's hard for your brain to remember dot combinations for letters and later on contractions if you're not using the correct fingers on the correct keys. So middle finger and ring finger for dots 2 and 3, pointer finger and middle finger for dots 4 and 5. All right, do your T and then do 1 or 2 spaces. Next is the letter Z. Z is dots 1, 3, 5, 6. So make sure you're either dipping down or lifting up your middle finger or hovering over your dot 2. Don't split your fingers apart. So you're going to use a pointer finger and a ring finger for dots 1 and 3, and a middle finger and a ring finger for dots 5 and 6. Z's 1, 3, 5, and 6. Press a Z and 1 or 2 spaces. The next letter is the letter X. You're going to do dip down or lift up on your both middle fingers on both hands to do the X. So you should have both of your pointers and both of your rings. You're not pressing down your middle for 1, 3, 4, and 6 for the X. Make an X and do a space or 2. Next up is the letter P. If you have 1, 2, 3, it's dot 4 for P. 1, 2, 3, and 4 for P. So you should have pointer, middle, ring on the left side and pointer on the right side. Make a P and do a space or 2. Next up is the letter J. I always show my students a sign language J with my right hand. So if you're pointing your pinky finger up, you're going to kind of move it in a little hook to do a J. J is dots 2, 4, and 5. So middle finger on your left hand for the dot 2, and pointer and middle on your right hand for 4 and 5. Do a J and press 2 spaces. Now we're going to practice the letter F. F is dots 1, 2, and 4. So you're going to do pointer and middle for your 1 and 2, and pointer for your 4. Make an F and press 2 spaces. I is dots 2 and 4. So middle for 2, pointer for 4. Push your keys down, make an I, and do a space. The last letter we're going to practice in this video is the letter W, which is a dot 2, 4, 5, 6. So middle finger for dot 2, and then pointer middle ring for 4, 5, and 6. You're going to make a W. Press it down, and you have written 11 letters in this lesson in just under 6 minutes. That's awesome work. If this was too much at one point and you feel like there's some letters that you need to review, post a comment, let me know, and I can make videos specific for you and practicing whatever letters you need. If you want to take a picture, send it to me at TVI Tips from Amanda on Facebook or tvi.thompson@gmail.com. Take a picture, send it to your TVI. If your TVI sent this video to you and wants you to practice, ask a parent or someone at home to look at your Braille and check it, or read the Braille yourself as you're listening to the video to make sure the letters are written correctly. There are lots of different ways to practice and review, and I hope that you're staying well over this extended closure from school and that you're able to maintain your Braille skills, because ultimately we want you to return to school at the same level or even better with Braille than you were when you stopped. So let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you have a pleasant day.